the Chase Thomas Podcast, for people who have nothing but time to kill.
Off play action. Trevor Lawrence has been one of the best deep ball passers in the league this year. You have to win up front against this team in order to beat the Jaguars offense.
I like it. Jarrett, who you got? Your MVP leader right now is who?
MVP leader right now. That was a good question. If I had to pick one, right now, the obvious ones are going to be, it's going to be Tua, it's going to be Mahomes, it's going to be maybe Jalen Hurts. I think it's going to be one of those three that do win it, because you look at how Tua's played this year in terms of he leads the league in passing yards. I think he still leads the league in touchdown passes. But a lot of that's going to be a caveat in terms of
not Burrow in your top three, because I think Burrow might. I'll say mine, but yeah,
Burrow is playing his way into it right
now. I'm not going to say it yet. I want to hear what Jarrett says.
Yeah, keep going, Jarrett.
I'm excited to hear what JP says about this whole Burrow thing. You look at how he's played over the past 2 weeks against two of the best teams in football. 5 touchdowns, no picks. He just had 340 yards against the Bills, who, albeit a depleted defense, but still, at their best, are a Super Bowl contending team. So he's playing his way into it. Obviously, with the first half of the year, it wasn't great with him dealing with the calf injury, but off the bye, he's played better. I think we should also talk about Lamar Jackson a little bit more as an MVP. Like, he doesn't have the gaudy numbers when it comes to passing touchdowns and everything, but they've played two of the best teams in the NFC. They played the Seahawks and the Lions over the past 3 weeks.
The Seahawks are not one of the best teams in the NFC.
They absolutely are.
Yes, they are.
They are. Yes, they are.
Evan hates this.
But
incredible hateration. I respect it, but
dog.
So they've played the Seahawks and the Lions over the past 3 weeks. They've outscored them 75-9. And Lamar he's looking as good as he ever has as a passer. And you look at the quote unquote weapons that he's working with, and he's still making this offense where I think Lamar Jackson deserves so much more credit than what he's getting right now from most people. I think that's kind of flying under the radar. We know how good he is, but I think people are going to look at his numbers. They aren't gaudy numbers or anything. I think he has 10 touchdown passes this year. It's nothing crazy, but the fact that he's making this work, not just making it work, their offense is good. And the defense is also helping out Baltimore a lot too, because Mike McDonald is doing a fantastic job with the guys that he has. There's I know I'm kind of diverting, Chase, so my apologies, but Baltimore is fascinating. There was a 2-play sequence against the Seahawks where Kyle Van Noy had sacks on back-to-back plays. One of them was a strip sack, and they ran. I think the first one, they ran some sort of stunt, and they just sent Van Noy in the vacant gap. And he got a sack, and then the next play he came through as an extra rusher and got the strip sack at the end of the first half. So the things that he's doing in terms of the defense and to complement the offense is awesome. But Baltimore, yeah, man, they are doing fantastic stuff right now. And Lamar, doing it with Zay Flowers is cool. Mark Andrews is obviously good, but no, I don't think a defensive coordinator in the world is scared of Rashad Bateman. I don't think anybody's scared of 30-year-old Odell Beckham. I don't think at your core you're scared of Gus Edwards necessarily. You're scared of the Ravens' run game and how good it is, but you're not worried about the personnel in terms of the run game. So Lamar is keeping that team going, man, and doing a really good job at it. And he doesn't have really the numbers that are going to stack up against other top guys, but I think that he deserves a lot of love.
I'm just kind of worried, and I don't know if y'all share this sentiment. So PFF has the Baltimore Ravens have 19 defensive players who've played 100-plus snaps this season and have a PFF grade of at least 60. No other team has more than 15. And that's part of it. Marlon Humphrey had a really good game this past week. They're just loaded all across the board defensively. And I just wonder if that hurts Lamar, is that the defense is so good that I don't know, with MVP and stuff like that, it seems like it favors guys who it looks like they're having to do everything. Where Mahomes the last couple of years, where it's having a bad defense really does help your the legacy. Peyton Manning did it for years and years, where you have a bad defense and it makes people and voters appreciate you more. It's look what he has to do to keep his team above water, because this defense is always bad every year. Josh Allen's had to deal with it from time to time, but I wonder how much that hurts Burrow too, because both defenses are really playing at an elite level. And I don't know if that affects their MVP case.
So Lamar Jackson is my MVP so far. And
Okay.
I understand the thoughts about the defense, but I'm going to be very nitpicky. And it's going to be such a nerdy thing to say. Second half of the season last year, the Chiefs defense was really good. Like they were really good. So I think they deserve a little bit more credit there. MVP normally goes to the best player on the best team. Like that's all. That's always how it's gone. It goes to the quarterback of the best team in the league. And right now, the Baltimore Ravens are the best team in the league. Like,
are you feeling how confident are you that they're better than the Bengals right now in a neutral field?
I'm very confident. Actually.
Interesting. Okay.
Wait, you think? Hold on. So not even. I hate that I'm even saying this, but the Eagles don't.
I think the Eagles are the second or third best. I think they always find ways to win, but Baltimore has throttled 2 division leaders in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like that deserves a lot. That deserves a lot of credit. And not only that, but Lamar is playing his best football of his career. Like, of course, it's not going to be reflected in the stats, but
Lamar's playing amazing.
He's grown so much as a passer, like in the ability to work different.